Residents of a village in North Notts say their way of life will be ruined if fracking goes ahead. It follows a decision by the County Council to allow some early exploration work there. Hugh Caswell's been to Misson to find out more.
Take a good look, because this area of Nottinghamshire could be in line for some big changes in the not-too-distant future. Any time the word fracking is mentioned in a community like Misson, it's immediately controversial. And now that iGas has been given the go-ahead to start looking for shale gas, the locals are worried.
At present, any drilling here would be purely for the purposes of exploration. The company first has to monitor groundwater to find out what could be under this land, and government rules mean that they have to do that for at least a year. For locals, though, it's the potential for further industrialisation in the future which is their biggest worry, and they say this is just another step on the road to fracking.
Jane Watson chairs a local action group. She thinks the effects are already being felt.
This is the site at Misson at the moment. Firstly, large amounts of security fencing, which have appeared around the gates and the adjacent fields. We feel as a community it's already starting to industrialise what is essentially a very rural, tranquil area. And let's face it, it's a bit of an eyesore.
Jane is far from the only one in the area with concerns. When the group first took a survey, over 80% of residents were against the idea.
We move out into this environment here to get away from the industrial part of Doncaster and surrounding areas, and slowly but surely the industry is coming to us.
We have an industrial site at the other end of the village, about a mile away, a mushroom farm, and the placing of this fracking site by iGas at the opposite end of the village means effectively that we'll be trapped between the two.
I'm the parish clerk. I've had people ringing me concerned that they're about to buy a house in Misson and have pulled out because they've heard that fracking is potentially coming.
The result of the council vote earlier this week was 9-2 in favour of allowing the exploration work to take place, but they say they've not given the go-ahead for fracking itself, and any applications for further work would be considered separately.
Yesterday's decision was taken on the basis of the application that was before them. Obviously, wider considerations of national energy policy are dealt with elsewhere, not as part of the remit of Nottinghamshire County Council's Planning Committee.
Early days, maybe, but it's what the exploration could lead to that's got people worried.
If it looks prospective, we would look to eventually drill a horizontal well and ultimately apply to frack that or hydraulically fracture it to test for what rates of gas could be produced.
The drilling work is expected to take around 8 weeks, but it won't be until at least a year after that that we'll know if Notts really could be fracked. Hugh Caswell, Notts TV News.